What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time I'm back with a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 6, episode 4. Okay, so they pick up where we left off last time with Heavenly becoming irate with Quad and walking away from her. She's upset. She joins Toya and Mariah on the little furniture or whatever. And she's kind of sharing with them how fed up she is with Quad. She's frustrated. So then Heavenly gets into this thing with Toya like, man, if you could forgive Mariah over all the lies she did tell me, anybody should be able to forgive, she's trying to make her point. I'm like, Heavenly, why you gotta bring that up? You bringing that shit up is gonna lead into you and Mariah getting into it. And sure enough, they did. They was going back and forth because Mariah was like, Toya, when did I lie? And Toya was like, I ain't bringing up the past. I know that's right, honey. Because it's pointless to keep bringing up the past because it just keeps y'all right where y'all are at. So Heavenly ends up walking over to where Symone is sitting, and she's sitting with her, and Toya and Mariah, they come on over there, and they finish their argument. Heavenly is letting Mariah know, you a liar, where all these motherfucking receipts at on my husband? And I am here for Heavenly in this moment because, Mariah, you should have never admitted and said that man cheated on his wife. With all the cheating that's going on this show, I felt like that was a low blow, and she could have got Heavenly another way. But honey, it got so nasty with them. And I was here for Heavenly when she told Mariah, just because your husband cheated, bitch, that don't mean mine did. That's what I'm here for. Because if your man didn't cheated on you, I just don't feel like you need to be telling somebody else that they man has cheated on them. Bitch, you're bitter because the shit happened to you. So Mariah's still claiming she got messages and invoices. I don't believe she has shit. I just feel like she see that all this cheating is going on and she wanted to get under Heavenly's skin and make her nervous about her relationship. That's all that is. They steady show Quad putting on her fucking lashes, and it's just like, Quad, at this point, this is what I don't like with you. Why is that even important right now? What's important is you getting your ass outside talking to your good girlfriends about what's been going on with you. Why is you still putting on your damn lashes? Heavenly called Mariah, honey, a lying dirty bitch. Mariah said, yo mama this time, honey. And that motherfucking Heavenly, and I damn near motherfucking screamed. I know you motherfuckers was screaming too. She said, yo, dirty, ugly ass mother, where your mother at, bitch? She said something like that. I cracked the fuck up because Mariah's mother is not cute to me. I thought it was dead on what Heavenly got her in that moment, honey. You won that. You won that. I screamed and hollered. She called that lady a dirty, ugly ass bitch. Woo! Lucy ain't gonna like that, Heavenly, but oh well. Mariah is yelling and screaming at Heavenly, talking about how nasty her house is, how it's all contaminated and shit. Crazy. Symone laughing her ass off in her confessional. Heavenly said, get that hoe out my house. Mariah, funny, she said, I won't get put out, honey. I'll leave. I'm walking out. And she left. They are a mess. Heavenly talks with Contessa and Quad, and she just pretty much says every black man is not out here cheating. And Contessa was like, no, they are not. And you need to stop letting her get under your skin. And I agree with Contessa. You gonna have to ignore Mariah. She's just trying to get under your skin, Heavenly. Heavenly just let Quad know that, don't do us like that. Don't push us away while you're going through everything you're going through. Quad talking about, well, I didn't feel like the environment was conducive enough for me. Girl, shut the fuck up. Why do you always expect all this fucking red carpet and special treatment? Be vulnerable. Stand in it, living your truth for once, and And I'm not sitting up here, you guys, acting like I don't have a heart. I understand a woman is going through a lot. But this is the thing. This is some Phaedra and Apollo shit in a sense. Phaedra knew deep down inside her marriage to Apollo wasn't going to last. And I think Quad knew that too. You can't stay with people when you never got with them for the right reasons. So why are you so shocked? I don't even think she's shocked about what she's going through. I think she's just embarrassed that she has to go through it in front of other people. But you knew what the fuck your marriage was. You can't be in that much denial. Y'all was never together for the right reasons. He had an agenda and you had one too. There you have it. He wanted a family and you wanted to come up. Next, we got Jackie. She comes on in and she's sitting down. Of course, Jackie is a counselor of the group. Quad says how she has to re-establish trust with Symone. Symone feel like it's some bullshit. She just feel like, bitch, you just ain't been coming around. I don't want to be in a friendship with you where you put me on a shelf one day and then you get me off that shelf whenever you feel like it. I don't want a one-sided relationship with you. And I completely agree with Symone. I done seen reviews on this and everybody go, why Symone so upset? Y'all know Symone fucking yells. That's what she does. Symone is a yelling ass bitch. And it just so happened that she's yelling at Quad, but Symone is hurt. She wants a relationship that is not one-sided with her friend. And she needed to speak her piece and let Quad know how frustrated she was. I was never mad at Symone for doing that. Because when you see a motherfucker acting funny with you, call they ass out. And don't give me this shit about, well, she's going through a lot. And she didn't care what other people was going through. And, when she would call people out, she called Toya out on her taxes. She called Jackie out on her marriage and was all up in her. Now it's her. And she keep making this fucking excuse. Well, I just don't know how to deal when it's me. Well, bitch, you need to figure out how to deal. So Symone cracked some joke about them, I guess, tying up Dr. G. I didn't fully catch that, but, they was joking again and laughing. Her and Quad made up and everybody agreed to do better. So that was good to see. Next, we got this scene with Mariah and Toya. And they get to talking about how Mariah and Heavenly got into it. And Toya says to Mariah, is your receipts fake, bitch? That's a damn shame. Mariah, your own friend, don't believe you got any receipts. She knows that you just starting shit, talking that shit. You ain't got nothing on that man, so you need to quit with that. Mariah says that Heavenly, just wants to get under her skin. I agree. Both of them do that to each other. Both of them come at each other, and try to piss each other off. So, it is what it is. Toya ends up telling Mariah about the situation with Contessa. And Mariah just feels like Toya needs to be the bigger person, pull Contessa to the side, and they need to squash whatever the fuck, is going on. Because Mariah feels like Contessa has a lot going on. And she feel like if her and Toya would just communicate, then she feel like Contessa would be willing to, patch things up with Toya. So, and that's pretty fair assessment to make. There's a scene coming up later that I can't wait to get into, because I started it off and started this season off, I believe. And I've been talking to some of you guys in the Facebook groups about what is Toya and Contessa's relationship. That was a big question for me, because it comes off. Y'all know Contessa came on the show by way of Toya. And I just feel like if you came on the show through somebody, you need to have respect for them. I'm not saying she needs to kiss Toya's ass at all, but there's this attitude. I don't know if something has happened. Maybe we don't know about it. But I'll get into it when I get there. But it just shouldn't be this nasty with them. And this girl just came on the show. So this is kind of revealing, in my opinion, what they really have in a friendship, which is not much. If you can't seem to fucking bounce back from, the petty shit. I really love this scene with Contessa and her dad where, she pretty much has a heart-to-heart with him about his condition. They talk about, the fact that he does actually have prostate cancer. And she's just letting him know, how she plans on being there for him. And she gets into this thing with her mother, how her mother had breast cancer. And Contessa now wants to have a mastectomy to, she doesn't want to go through what her mother did. So you could tell she's really in fear with ever getting any type of cancer. That's why she wants to have the mastectomy done, which is understandable. But I really like the part where she let him know, I'm willing to let go of those things in the past of him not being around, me being angry, and, just all the shit I had to go through growing up. I'm willing to let that go to be there for him. And I just was like, wow, Contessa, you are one hell of a woman. I don't know if I could do it, but you are a hell of a woman. That's very big of you to have that much compassion for him, especially somebody that wasn't really there for you like that. But I understand it, and kudos to you, honey. Okay, so next we got Jackie, and she is planning, her annual, Fitni event. I don't think the other girls, especially Dr. Heavenly, really cares for the Fitni event. So Curtis, he's gonna help her out with that. And she was talking about how, he thinks he's in charge, but she'll let him think that. That's right, Dr. Jackie. Let his ass think he's in charge. Something that kind of bothered me with Jackie. I like Jackie, you guys. I think she is a sweet person. I think she really loves her job. I respect that about her. What I don't like with her is this whole thing of, I really don't care for people in general that are like this. It's not just about Dr. Jackie. I don't care for people that are really skinny and think that they're better than people and think that they are so healthy because they're so thin. Nothing could be further from the truth. There was a little part in here, where her and Curtis, he was eating his food and they're sitting down or whatever talking about the Fitni event, and then he's like really enjoying his food and she telling him all these carbs they got in. I was like, bitch, no, your ass need to be eating that damn plate with him. I don't like that. Dr. Jackie, you could stand to put on a good 20 to 25 pounds. You could. And that is a grown man. He needs to eat. You sitting up here, well, I got all these carbs. Well, girl. Don't be like that. That make me not like you. I also forgot to mention, before we get to the Fitni event, Jackie tells Curtis that she's going to pair each lady up with the person that they're not getting along with. So Symone is going to be partnered with Quad. Toya and Contessa going to be together on teams. And Heavenly and Mariah. And she just wants the ladies to, build some teamwork and come together, put that little bullshit they got going to the side. I thought it was a good idea. So next we got this scene with Dr. Heavenly and her counselor guy. And basically, she lets him know that she got into it with Mariah and she called her a bitch. And he told her that, he felt like she reacted with low emotional intelligence and she didn't really like that, and then she gets off into this story about how she didn't get along with her sister. Her sister didn't go to college the way that she did. Her sister resents the fact that she worked so hard. And I could see that, that's pretty normal in a lot of families. So she said her sister reminded her of Mariah, just somebody she kind of always has an issue with. her and the sister, they don't talk because every time they do talk, it's almost about to be an argument. So one thing I want to say is I'm proud of Dr. Heavenly for not having a relationship with her sister, because I hear too many times people will say in the name of family, oh, well, that's my sister. Ah, that's my brother. Knowing that they don't add shit to your life, knowing you got to constantly fucking argue with them. So I'm glad that she realized her relationship with her sister is toxic and, she don't want to deal with her. They also talk about how Heavenly's mother never said, I love you. Heavenly claimed that her mother always showed her love. And I think a lot of us went through that as children where our parents, they showed us with their actions. They didn't really say, well, I love you. And, now that I'm a parent, I can attribute that to fear, and it could be fear of paying the bills or being a single parent, feeling overwhelmed. I think a lot of our parents, they just felt that fear. I'm not making any excuses, but, it's just always so much going on. And as a kid, you don't really recognize that because you're not a parent yet. So it really does take being a parent to recognize the state of mind that maybe your parent was in during your childhood. But yeah, they pretty much talk about all of that. And Heavenly is beginning to put the pieces. I think he told her to go back to her old neighborhood. She was like, I ain't been there. I ain't been thinking about that. I thought that was funny. I was like, I'm with you, Heavenly. Shit, I want to be around my lavish ass house. If I had that house, shit, I wouldn't want to go back to where I came from either. But he was like, well, you got to be able to go back. That way you can deal with it and heal it, and which is very true. Okay, so we are at the Fitni event. I thought Symone looked really cute with her ponytail. I like how Symone is looking. Normally her ass can't dress worth shit. I'm sure it's coming though, where she gonna be looking a mess. We got Contessa. She comes in, gives Toya a hug. Toya's still holding a grudge, talking about it's fake. And I'm just like, you bitches, y'all need to let this shit go. Toya also mentioned that, she ain't gonna say too much to Contessa because she don't want to get kicked out by Jackie. They show a clip to where Jackie put their ass out before. I remember that episode. Okay, so Mariah go ahead, come in, and they pretty much, do all their challenges. It was fucked up that motherfucking Eugene hit motherfucking Heavenly in the head. I thought that was messed up. Quad, I noticed she did really good. They had to jump in. They was at that damn Sky Zone. Oh my God, you talking about feeling all off balance. Have you ever been to Sky Zone and try to play that basketball game? That's what they played. And that's where I kept falling down and shit when I was playing that damn game. But I think Mariah and Heavenly won a game. Toya and Contessa won, like everybody won. So it was nice to see all of them come together and, participate in Jackie's little fitness activities she had. Okay, so Jackie calls out that with her bullhorn that Fitni Day has been a success. Her and Curtis, I almost call his ass Curtin. They doing a lot of flirting and shit, talking about how they got to get back home. The ladies is laughing at them. And, I think the ladies are genuinely happy that Curtis and Jackie are in a better place and, hopefully making love all the time. So that was cute to see. One thing I forgot to mention before they got started with the teams, Contessa pulled Toya to the side to talk about their little beef that they had going. Contessa apologized to her and just said, you know what, I've been dealing with a lot with my dad. And, that's why I've been acting the way that I've been acting. I will say that, like I said before, if somebody brought you onto the show, I think you should maintain being cordial with them. So, but Toya showed her ass a little bit because she's all in her confessional talking about she want to make up now and, I'm going to go ahead and let it go because I don't want to piss off Jackie. Bitch, she's trying to let it go. Her father is sick. have some compassion. It's not about you. Let's move along. And y'all know I'm not even a Contessa fan like that. But for Toya to try to act like that, but then she gave her a little fake ass hug, but then was in the confessional saying something else. That's fake as hell, Toya. Come on. Let that shit go. The lady's father is sick. Shit, practically, like, he could die. Like, his condition is serious, so for you to just still be petty about that and you act like you can't forgive her, and then you try to act like, you left Contessa under the impression that y'all let the shit go, that you're gonna squash it and drop it. Okay, so we got the last scene with Toya and Contessa. Toya pretty much there at dinner. Toya tells Contessa she felt like last year they was cool, but this year she noticed a change in Contessa. What did I tell y'all? Something, ever since Contessa got on this show, I'm going to say this, because I've noticed a couple of things on each side. I can't completely put it on Contessa. Contessa fucked up, in my opinion, when Toya brought her onto this show and she started with the snide comments. Even a comment about, oh, well, y'all paying y'all bills, y'all doing this mediocre shit. And it's funny and it's true, but it's like, that's your friend. Like, if Heavenly or Symone or somebody would have said it, would have been different. It would have been, and y'all may say, oh, well, they all cool too. Still, she brought you on the show. And I'm not saying you gotta keep your opinion to yourself, but there's a way to carry yourself. And I don't feel like Contessa should have made any comment about why Toya was throwing that party, even though and she was right. She was right. They had a party for getting out of debt, but people do shit when they get out of tough times in their life. Who's to say what's tough for somebody and what's not? She went through something. She wanted to have a party, be a friend, support, shut the fuck up. That's it. So ever since she did that and she been saying little shit, I think Toya been looking at her like, bitch, you getting a little out of line. I'm the one that, helped you out. Because being on a show like this is very lucrative. And it has helped Contessa. Toya didn't have to bring her ass on this show. And, and besides the storyline with her father, and then last year was Miss Renee, what is Contessa's storyline? Is she got them badass kids? So it's just like, let me get on Toya though. Toya, I feel like you could be more, even though I don't like Contessa all like that, there's something about her attitude where she has like a what they call a superiority complex. It's kind of like, I look down on you if you're not a doctor. And, she was in the Navy and, some women that's accomplished like that, they look down on you if you don't do the things that they do. That's why I'm kind of shocked her and Toya is friends from jump, because they're both very different. But Contessa don't need to stick her nose down at Toya. Toya is who she is. But Toya, you could have some compassion for this woman and her father being sick. You could have some compassion and understand that and not, I don't like how you came at her at this meeting. I get you wanted to clear the air. I understand that because some shit has been fucked up with y'all. But I think maybe you should have waited, cause y'all just got back cool. But you gotta understand that this woman is going through a lot. Her father being sick, her mother is dead. I think that Contessa is just I think she's she feels alone. Even though she has her husband and her kids, she still feels like, damn, I don't have another parent to lean on or a grandmother. Remember she was saying all of that? And now that I look at Contessa, I think she tries to act tougher than what she is. You know, she's trying to deal with this with her dad. You could tell that it is changing her. Before, though, she came with this storyline, I did notice her attitude, like I said, was different with Toya. So I feel like she need to check herself. Toya, you damn sure need to check yourself. You really do. You could be a better friend, be more understanding, be patient. I get you wanted to check her. And I feel like Contessa, you kept saying, well, why is this even, it's not really that serious. You're making a big deal and you can't tell people how to feel. If the girl noticed that shit's been different with y'all, I disagree with, I disagree with when Toya chose to do this. I think it was too soon. Maybe a little bit, you know, maybe she wanted to hurry up and nip it in the bud, but I think she should have did it later. And I don't think Contessa would have been all that defensive. But Contessa, you just pushed Toya to the side. She's supposed to be your good friend. And you talking about, oh, well, why is you acting? You making stuff more than what it is. It ain't that big of a deal. Like, if this is how she feels and she's trying to talk with you, then just go there with her and have the conversation. So hopefully they can work this shit out later. But what did I tell y'all about that little friendship? They're not really friends. That ain't how you would act if somebody's bringing you on the show. Like, you're going to deal with them and have a certain level of respect for them. So I don't know if Contessa is just irritated with who Toya is, you know. Oh, I forgot. There was this one part, you guys. It was so motherfucking funny when they was all talking to Quad. And that motherfucking Heavenly, because Quad kept saying, well, you know, I got to put on this face and I got to put on this happy face all the time. And I don't feel like it. I'm not happy and we still live together. And Heavenly was like, well, shit, that's all you. Do what you need to do to be happy. Why you living with him and you ain't happy? And I was kind of here for Heavenly. It was bad timing, of course, because everybody's trying to, even Symone got quiet. It was like, oh, you know, they're trying to have empathy for Quad in that moment. That motherfucking Heavenly was like, well, then, bitch, you need to leave then. And I feel her. Why are you living with Dr. G still, Quad? You need to move out, move on, accept the situation you put yourself in and the part that you played, and I think you'll be just fine. Okay, you guys, that's all I have to say on that Married to Medicine episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You could share the video as well, and I will talk to you guys later.